Hello, this is Billy Core from the Nostalgia Mall, and today we're going to be adding another Packard Bell to our collection. Let's check the Excel spreadsheet and see where we're at now. My name is Billy Core. I have a Packard Bell problem. But this Packard Bell is one that I've been looking for, I think, for almost 12 years now, ever since I heard of its existence. This is a Packard Bell Legend 994 CDT. And as you can see in this 1995 Best Buy ad, well, this was sold alongside a very familiar Packard Bell, the Legend 822 CDT. And this is pretty much the same computer as an 822, but with some extra spice added to it. This has a Pentium 133 in it, which was enormous for 1995 standards when this was being sold. So yeah, this is again the 822 with extra spice. And I would like to thank fellow YouTuber Retro Tech Chris for sending this to me. This is a very, very generous donation to the channel. Check his videos out or his Twitter account if you're interested in vintage PC equipment. So, let's go ahead and start opening this up. Got good scissors out for this. Okay, get this side too. Got a VHS tape here to hide our addresses. I'm probably cutting this wrong. Okay. I think this is it. Now this is a very heavy box. So okay. I believe this is the Packard Bell right here, right in front of us. Okay. Has this packed very well. Can we just lift it out, I wonder? Give myself a hernia. Packard Bells are notoriously heavy. Whew. Okay, we'll get that out of here. And I need a way to grip it. There we go. Anything else in here? Nope, doesn't look like it. It's fine. So we can head straight to getting this undone. This is the first Packard Bell acquisition of 2025. Hopefully not the last. I only had one in 2024. And that was, I believe, in March. So yeah, it's been a year now. I think I already see it. All this bubble wrap. Okay. Oh, yeah. Oh, this is beautiful. Okay. Yeah, it's not showing up. We'll go handheld for a moment. Alright, here it is. This is the Packard Bell Legend 994 CDT. This iOmega Ditto drive is not original, by the way. This CD-ROM drive is, this is the same CD-ROM drive that originally came with the 822, and I would love to use it. I would absolutely love to use it because it's original, but I've used these drives before. They cannot read CDRs, so that's an automatic deal breaker, unfortunately. But here's the original specs. Pentium 133, a 2.1 gig hard drive. The 822 only had an 1.2 gig. 16 megs of RAM. Originally came with the fast media controller. Nice firm power button. I think he put a new floppy drive in here, if I remember correctly. Because that's not original. Turn it around. And this does not have the original Packard Bell sound card. I believe it no longer worked. I'm probably going to borrow one from another Packard Bell to put in here. And I had already bought a CF card and CF card adapter for this, but it looks like he's already one step ahead of me and put that in there. So let's see what kind of capacity this is. 4 gigs, that's the same size I bought, so we might as well just keep using this one. And I'll save the other one for another project. And this is the very rare A940. I say that with sarcasm. And here's our date code. It was built October 24th of 1995. There's our I/O. This is the PB600 board, which is what my childhood Packard Bell had. And I gotta say, this Packard Bell is immaculate. It looks brand new. We are gonna have a good time with this one. Okay, I got it hooked up where I'm wanting to use it. I got it in place of my Legend 130 CD Supreme. Haven't opened it up, put any new parts in it. I just want to see how this runs. I think Chris had Windows 98 on here or something. Well, here we go. First power on. Here we go. Wow, 73 megs of RAM in here. This must have got a nice upgrade. Yep, that's a PB600, alright. Yep, Windows 98. Not my first choice for something without MMX, but it's good for testing. Well, oh. I don't think this monitor likes this resolution. I think we need to make some adjustments. It's 1024 by 768, so it should be fine, but we'll turn it down to 640 by 480. Oh, there we go. That's better. All right, we'll go to properties. Yeah, 72 megs of RAM. That's most I've ever seen in a PV600 board. Oh, it's already registered to me. How nice. And the time is close. Okay, it's apparently the year 2031 now. Wow. I know I slept pretty long this morning, but I didn't know I slept that long. Cirrus Logic 5430. Some kind of Sound Blaster 16, probably a Vibra. But everything looks good on here. It's a clean install. And I will admit, Windows 98 does run okay on here, but that's just because nothing's installed. So yeah, I think everything is looking good. First thing I want to do before anything else is I want to update the BIOS, but I gotta find the disk for it. Okay, found the floppy. No, I think I just noticed something. This Ditto drive isn't showing up. I don't know if it works or not. It looked like this had a pretty high BIOS revision on it already, but I do want to take it up a notch a little bit. I can't remember this if 1.20 is the highest it can go. Guess we'll find out. Nice crunchy sounding floppy drive, how I like it. Alright, it's gonna do it anyway, whether we like it or not. This is a bad time for the power to go out, by the way. Okay, you gonna reboot? Please reboot. There we go. Yeah, we're still at 1.20, so looks like somebody, perhaps Chris, already did the grunt work for us. Do want to check out the BIOS. Let me put a proper date in here. Today is March the 11th. But actually, what time? Figure out what time it is. Okay, it is 7:37 p.m. Let's see. That would be 1937. It is March 11th, 2025. Okay, memory cache enabled. I'm not even sure if this drive is working. I don't have tapes for it anyway to use. But maybe I can put that in another computer, something more appropriate. Okay, one thing I do want to try, just for my curiosity, is will this CD-ROM read a CD-R disc? Probably not, because I've had 2 or 3 of these before that did not. Let's see. Okay, it's blinking. Can't remember if that's normal or not. Yeah, this ain't looking positive. May have to find another CD-ROM to put in here, and that's a shame because this is, again, the original model drive that was in my first 822. And I would love to put it in my current 822 for historic accuracy, but if it's not going to read a CDR, which I have a lot of CDRs, then that's just an unfortunate deal breaker. But we'll try one more. Got an hourglass. It's trying to make the effort, but I don't think it's going to quite make it. Nope. All right, new CD drive for this computer it is. Okay, time to crack this thing open. I don't have... There's my screwdriver. Okay, I got some parts I want to put in here. First of all, we need to replace a CD drive. I would rather not use this particular one just because of this ugly CDRW logo on the front, but this is the only spare beige one I have at the moment, so it'll have to do. Also got a ISA 3Com Etherlink 3 card, so we can get this on the network. And for sound, oh wait, that's for a future video, actually. Forget you saw that. For sound, this Packard Bell sound modem card that I sadly had to pull out of another Packard Bell. Just temporarily, though. They're plentiful on eBay. I'll just grab one off there and everything will be happy. But, I like to just have the original Packard Bell cards in here. They're actually not that bad. They're very compatible with DOS games. They're basically Sound Blaster Pros. Only thing about these Packard Bell mini tower cases, you have to flip the computer upside down to open it up. I've taken so many of these apart over the years, so it's no big deal to me anymore, but for someone that's never used these before, I can see why this would be kind of irritating. Okay. Oh, I love how immaculate this Packard Bell is. We will not have to retro bright this one for at least a while. There we go. These screws over here. Flip it around. Okay, let's see what we have in here. Well, first of all, there's our sound card, SB16 value. So basically a Vibra in a way. Nothing fancy, but I'm sure this will go well in future projects. Our processor, our Pentium 133. Okay, first of all, let's just go ahead and put the CD drive in. Just unhook this old one. Again, I hate this if we can't use this one, because it's first CD-ROM drive I ever owned, technically. would be nice if I could find another CD drive that I can switch the faceplate to. But sometimes that can be a little difficult, unfortunately. Okay. And if I can find a spare faceplate, I might go ahead and take this Ditto drive out of here as well. Again, I'll use it in another computer. Alright, here we go. Manufactured June 1995. This is a CR-581-J. I believe Panasonic made this. So we'll set that to the side. I'm not going to get rid of it. Okay, I found a suitable blanking plate to put in the place of the Ditto drive. I had to take this off another Packard Bell, unfortunately. The only other Packard Bell thing I had like this was very, very yellowed. I didn't really want to use that. Yeah, you know what? I don't think this Ditto drive is even plugged in. We will have to test this out someday. I just need some tapes for it. We'll use this probably in a Gateway 2000 or something. Make sure I'm not unscrewing the floppy drive. I'm not. This side. And by the way, the original hard drive is not in here. So unfortunately that means no master boot record and no system credentials for us on this one. But at least we know the manufacturing date from the sticker. Okay. And just slides on out. Oh, maybe we won't be using it. Disintegrated drive gear, sad face. Okay, we'll just pop this blank in. Okay, looks good. Now for our CD drive. Okay, just slide it on in like so. Not the worst looking. Would prefer something more plain, but this will work. Yeah, I was looking around my collection of case faceplates, or blanking plates, I should say. And like I said, I only had one spare Packard Bell plate, and that was that very yellowed one. But I had a ton of blanking plates for Gateway 2000s. And that's funny because several years ago I was needing some and I had none and I couldn't find any. But now I've got an abundance of them. Done on that side. Don't poke your LED monitor with a screwdriver. That would be bad. Okay, we'll hook this drive up. Find the CD audio cable. I don't know where it went off to. Oh, I think it went all the way back here. Oh, it's under the drive. That's what's going on. Alright, there's our drive-in. Drive-in movie. Okay. Flip this over to get to the card slots. I don't know how well this stuff is coming out on camera. I apologize if it's not. Okay, we'll unplug CD audio. Go ahead and take the sound blaster out of here. Here's a closer look at our sound blaster card we pulled out. SB16 value, copyright 1994. So yeah, this will go well in another project. Now let's grab our Packard Bell card and just slam it on in. Put the CD audio up. Okay, I think it's in. Go ahead and screw it in. Alright, now we'll go ahead and toss our network card in. And it will go in this very back slot, which I realize is not going to show up on camera, so I'll just pause the video right here. Okay, here's our I/O now. There's our Packard Bell sound card and our network card. And I'm no fool that I know of. I'm going to go ahead and hook this up without the side panels because, I don't know, you just never know when something's going to go haywire. So we'll go ahead and hook it back up over here, and then if everything works, we'll go ahead and put it all back together. Alright, let's see how bad we've destroyed this poor Packard Bell. There we go. Okay, found the CD-ROM. Okay, we're looking good. Reason I went with a ISA network card instead of a PCI card is because, well, for some reason these PB600 boards are very picky with PCI network cards. You'll get resource conflict errors during post. Funny enough, the only PB600 based Packard Bell I've never had that issue with is my 822 CDT. So hopefully this will work. I don't have the Ethernet cable hooked up to it yet. Wanted to wait till I got this back together. You know, I think Windows should have booted by now. I don't think I see that bar at the bottom moving either. Nothing from the num lock either. Yeah, I think we just froze this computer. Is probably in shock from all the hardware we put in here. Nope. Second try, still dead. Okay, we're just going to wing it. I went ahead and put the side panels back on. I think it's probably just a bad Windows install. Also found a vast media remote to hook up to it, since it apparently came with one of these. And in here we have, this didn't come with the computer, but it's from the same era. We have a Packard Bell Master CD. So we will use this. This is the correct era and everything. I'll go ahead and turn it on. Oh yeah, I forgot, this is the CD drive that likes to get stuck because of a bad belt. It eventually will open. I'll just send it to the BIOS so it won't go into Windows. Why do I even keep this drive around? Well, this is why I should have kept those side panels off for the time being. This drive is not opening. I mean, I can poke this little thing in here and get it to open sometimes. But then once I try to eject it again, it just goes back to doing it. This must be a completely shot built on this. So there's nothing I can do except open it back up and replace the drive again, and hope I can find a good replacement around here. Okay, CD-ROM swapped again. So let's, already did test it, BIOS picks it up and everything. Had to pull this out of the 130 CD Supreme again. So the 130 CD Supreme is going to need a sound card and a CD drive now. I'll have to check eBay for those. That's a nice Packard Bell as well, and I'd rather... Oh, I missed it. I'd rather it be complete as well. Yeah, this drive is a little bit yellowed, unfortunately. Alright, booting from the Packard Bell boot floppy. Okay, I think the first thing we need to do is go to F-disk, delete the FAT32 partition and replace it with a FAT16. Because this is going to be Windows 95 RTM, which did not support FAT32, but we will upgrade it to 95B later on so we can use the full 4 gigs. Yep, non-DOS. Okay, now we'll create a new one and restart. Alright, we'll do restore hard disk drive. Sometimes this works, sometimes it doesn't. We'll do format and restore. Sometimes it'll run out of memory and I have to go down to the DOS prompt and do it manually. Yep. We're gonna have to do it manually. Cancel, because we don't have a good partition. Turn to the menu, exit. Yep, I know. Format C, yes. And with it being a CF card, this will take no time at all. Okay, now we can go to restore pre-installed software, restore hard drive. We'll just do restore hard disk drive this time. And if the tripod is shaking, it's because my cat thinks it's a scratching post for some reason. My apologies. We'll just do a generic format, and away it goes. Okay, that actually went pretty quickly. And the cat's still rubbing up against the tripod, my apologies. Okay, so we're going to do a reboot. And we'll just Control-Alt-Delete it from here. And this is going to be the usual restore process, I imagine. Hopefully everything goes smoothly. Alright, here we go. Always an exciting screen right here. We're sure that it will meet your computing needs. Thank you for choosing Packard Bell. Alright, Windows 95 setup. I'm normally a better typist, but I'm just at a weird angle because of the camera. Alright, well, I've always loved that drum icon for some reason. Not exactly sure why. Alright. Reboot again. Okay, let's see what it can detect. Hopefully, I know it won't detect the CD-ROM drive. Hopefully it'll detect the sound card. And it did. And don't worry about the keyboard, it can never detect it. But it still works anyway, and that is the most exciting Windows splash screen in the world. Now, I was hoping it would have given me a network setup prompt, but it did not. Hopefully the network card is okay. Well, sound works. First full boot up of Windows 95. As is customary, we'll have to manually install the DOS CD driver, since this is a aftermarket drive.
Welcome from Packard Bell. We offer you two computing environments to choose from: Packard Bell's Navigator or Microsoft Windows. You may also begin by taking a quick lesson on using the mouse.
Right, you're always in good shape when you see that good old Packard Bell Navigator screen, and the fast media remote works. But I have some concerns about that network card. I was not even seeing it. Maybe if we just run add new hardware. Okay, it's about done. Hope it found something. Come on, he got me anxious here. There we go. Etherlink 3. And it also picked up the modem. Alright, that's definitely a good sign. We'll name it PB994CT. Legend 994CT. We'll add TCP/IP and Microsoft file sharing, and we'll get rid of these protocols that we can't use anymore. All right, everything looks good there. I wonder if we can just cancel that, because I could really care less about the modem. Okay, that's not the login screen I was hoping for. Because usually you get that when the network is not working properly. But we can try it anyway. We can try to ping Google. Oh boy. Yeah, this is not looking positive. Please don't be an IRQ conflict. It's an IRQ conflict. Of course it is. But why is it saying no devices are conflicting if it's supposedly conflicting? I knew things were going to, well. Okay, I did a bunch of crazy stuff. I don't even know what I did, but suddenly it seems to be working. Yep. Device is working properly. I don't know. Again, I don't know what I did, but we can try to ping Google again. Okay, maybe it's not working. Why is it a bad IP address? Can I map a network drive at least? Apparently not. I hate dealing with plug and play in Windows 95. Okay, it's actually the next day. My apologies for this video being delayed now, but simply put, sometimes network cards on early versions of Windows, like Windows 95, can be a pain in the butt. It's, yeah. I could not get that ISA network card to work. Here it is right here. Just set aside for future use. But funny enough, I did put a PCI network card in here that I stole from the 130 CD Supreme again. That thing's getting barer and barer now. But surprisingly, this motherboard liked it, and the drivers installed and everything. I upgraded to 95B, but I still couldn't ping Google or access my network drives or anything. And I was getting some weird IRQ settings. It didn't say I had a conflict or anything. It's just the IRQs to me didn't seem quite right. So I let it be for the night, came back to it today, and just did a complete reformat and reinstall of everything, upgraded it back to 95B, and guess what? It works now. Let me prove it to you. Finally. All it needed was a reinstall. I'm still not exactly sure what happened. But anyway, since we got 95B installed, I did that off camera. We'll go ahead and boot into a Cronus OS selector so we can expand our partition to a 4 gig FAT32. Right, heading into a Cronus. Since I use CF cards for everything now, I don't ever really use a Cronus OS selector much anymore for dual booting. I mainly use it for the disk administrator utility on here for stuff like this. Alright, we'll do a conversion here at 32 and we'll expand it. Take the disk out. And this will take a minute. Alright, we'll check our drive. There we go, FAT32, 3.73 gigabytes. Alright, now let's do a quick sound card test. Go to my network drive here and load up Skyroad's Christmas special. Because this has ad-lib and digital audio. So it's a good one to test it with. There we go. Everything sounds good. So I think this computer is pretty much ready to go now. Now we can do a little MIDI test real quick. Go into our sound card thing here. Alright, and as for the Fast Media remote, for some reason I have to install the proper drivers for it after a while, but these usually came with some kind of adhesive to stick these on top of the monitor with. I do not have that, so packing tape will do. Okay. Don't need a very big piece, of course. There we go. Simple as that. So I think this video has gone on way longer than it needed to, but I'm glad to have this Packard Bell in the collection now. Thank you, RetroTech Chris, for this wonderful donation once again. And until next time, this is Billy Core, signing off. Thank you for visiting the Nostalgia Mall. Please follow me on social media for channel and project updates. You may also support me on Patreon or as a channel member if you'd like. Until next time, this is Billy Core, signing off.